This is to your friend battling depression.
To your friend walking through infertility.
To your entrepreneur friend.
When I saw these words on this page, I think that I cry every time I read them.
Words Are Like Magic is a whimsical, illustrated book of rhymes about different scenarios that women walk through where people may unintentionally say hurtful things. We thought the coolest way to make it feel extra personal would be to get real women's stories and turn those into poems.
To your friend with depression, you have to show up. She thinks she's unworthy, that she isn't enough. Prove that she's wrong, show her you care. If she's shutting you out, still fight to be there. In this situation, being pushy is right. Don't give her space. Love with all your might.
Anyone who's gone through or dealing with depression, there's so many different reasons why you go through it. But for me, there was no significant one thing I could pinpoint when I started to feel that way. And then that brought a lot of shame because I felt like, why do I even feel this way? I have great parents, I have great childhood, I have great family, like really loving friends. It made it really hard for me to figure out why do I feel this way and what do I need?
One line in the poem that you and I had talked about early on was being pushy is right.
Friends would be like, well, I don't want to get in her business. I'm like, get in the business. This is the business of friendship, is getting in your business.
That's so important because I feel like some people or some of my friends, they're so afraid to say the thing. Hey, because all it is just a conversation. Hey, how you doing? Like, are you good?
The commonality between all of us is that we're going to go through something. In my scenario, it's a lot of my anatomy and how it's not working. My friends just ask me really funny questions like, how's your uterus today? And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. And they're like, okay, that's great. And I think that's a big part of it, is giving them the freedom to say no. To your friend who's infertile, acknowledge her pain. She's thinking hard thoughts alone in her brain. When people feel awkward, they don't speak at all. She needs you to show up, give her a call. Don't tell her, no worries, it'll all be okay. I'm positive you'll have a baby someday. You don't know if she will, so don't give false hope. Be honest and kind and help her to cope. Don't suggest IVF or maybe adoption. She's already considering all of her options. Say, this is the worst, but I want to be here. Keep checking in, keep being near. I've been married for a little over 5 years, and my husband and I have been walking through infertility for the majority of our marriage. I have been diagnosed with unexplained infertility, which just basically means we don't know why.
How did you feel when you told your family and your close friends?
A huge thing when my family and friends were first learning about it was that they did want to give a lot of advice. And you talk about this in the poem is that we've already thought through all the options. Walking through this season of infertility, people have said the craziest things. Don't tell them that you're positive they'll have a baby. You just don't know that. Platitudes are not worth it. Tell them the truth, which is that you care for them and you love them and you want to be there with them.
Now that you have walked through this, do you feel like you respond differently to friends who, whenever you find out they're walking through the same thing?
I think it's just given me a better perspective to see women around me and think about what are they walking through.
We all have different experiences, and we don't have to fix everything for every one of our friends and every one of our family members. We don't always have to be the fixer. We can just be there.
To your friend starting a business, give that girl a high five. She's doing a hard thing and needs you by her side. Don't question her choice or make her feel small. Don't tell her it's hard to be the boss of it all. Don't ask for discounts, specials, or perks. Pay the full price and value her work. It's a super big job, but she's ready to go. Point out she's a boss in case she doesn't know. Reading that, I felt like Emily was talking to me.
Now, whenever you know other friends are chasing dreams or starting a business, do you want to show up for them in a different way than you did before?
Absolutely. The one way or a few ways is just to show up. I just had a friend who posted something, hey, I got an art show going on. I said, oh, I know a friend that does art. And I'm just connecting the dots, just being that person that's willing to help in any way possible.
I just think there's so much power in showing up and saying, hey, I don't know what to say, but I am here for you and I love you and I want to be in this with you. And I do think it's magic. And so I really tried to capture that in this closing poem of the book. Words are like magic, so I'll leave you with this. They're truly a powerful, wonderful gift. Be with your sister when times are tough. Awkward moments can still carry love. You must be courageous. She needs you to stay, even if you don't quite know what to say. Don't be a fixer, be a friend instead. Allow her to voice the thoughts in her head. We want the same thing at the end of the day, to know we are loved in a meaningful way. We want to be seen, to feel safe and be heard. Now go spread some joy with your magical words.